My name's Paige Chesson, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about my story and how my career path landed me to where I am now. I'm currently a practice manager at one of our local doctor's offices, which I help manage the flow of your doctor's office. If you go, your regular ones, your primary care, and then some specialties. But my path to getting there was very unique and interesting and took a few left turns along the way. I actually, growing up, if you asked me what I wanted to be, I would have told you an artist. And my parents kind of chuckled at that, but that was my passion. And so that's what I thought I wanted to be growing up. And there's, that's perfectly well. But then as I got older, I learned that, I needed something more stable with a stable income. And actually, I was challenged in high school to interview someone in the profession that I wanted to go into. And so that's kind of where I first thought I might want to do pharmaceutical sales. And I interviewed someone, and I thought it was great. This is what I want to do, and I'm type A. I've got a plan. This is the end goal. I've got to do X, Y, and Z to get there. Well, turns out life doesn't always work out that way. So I actually, as my high school career progressed on, I prepared and figured out what I needed to do exactly to become a pharmaceutical sales rep. And found out, really it can be anyone in it doesn't really matter the degree, it's about your networking and communication skills. So I decided to attend a 4-year university, get the whole college experience because that's what all my peers were doing. And I figured, this is going to get me to where I need to be. So I did that, and it was I was halfway through my senior year of college and was home for Christmas break and talking to my parents and said, I just don't really, after getting some experience, getting the internships and trying to network, I don't really feel like my heart's in this anymore. And so, of course, thankfully, they were supportive and said, if you're going to keep going, just keep going to school. But this one's on you. You've got to figure out how you're going to get to your next step. And so I decided I was going to go for nursing because in my rotation of wanting to be a pharmaceutical sales rep, in my senior year of high school, they didn't have anyone for me to shadow doing that. So they put me in touch with a pharmacist at a hospital, which are two unrelated things. And in doing so, during that time, a nurse came in and spoke to us and told us all about all the different career paths you can go, not just being a bedside nurse or working in your standard doctor's office. So I told my mom and dad, I think I want to do nursing, and decided to do that. So I went ahead and graduated college with my bachelor's in communications and looked at it as the glass half full. At least I've got this communications background if I ever should need it. Had to get some prerequisites done to go into nursing because that's a science-related field versus arts. So I did that and then decided the most affordable and equally as well-educated route would go to a community college. I did that and applied and got into our local Wilson Community College, went to nursing through that program there, graduated with an associate's in nursing, and I found out, again, you don't really necessarily need a bachelor's in nursing to become a nurse and work at the bedside. So I got my first job working at the hospital, and our local hospital and most hospitals will offer, some jobs will offer tuition reimbursement. And decided that I would later on, I was done with school at the time. I had already put in my time. I said I was never going back. But I stuck with my company that I initially started with, the hospital, and progressed my career and, took different paths during that time with what fit best with my lifestyle. After getting married, having children, I needed something more 8-hour days versus the 12-hour shifts, and the hospital allowed me to do that, and I went into a management role. And then when I had my second child, decided to go to the outpatient sector where I am now. And during that time, utilized the tuition reimbursement and was able to get my bachelor's in nursing via online and had it paid for through my job. So I would definitely recommend looking at your resources and finding, how you can best utilize your skills and the job and what your job offers too. So what I love about my job being a nurse is that I get hands-on, get to help patients, not only the patients, the family. You get to really help people in a time of need, and that satisfaction of being able to help and comfort people is what brings me joy. And also now being in management, I enjoy the aspect of helping staff and helping from a more distant way, but still helping the patients and help them get the resources they need, and be able to keep them local is great, helping them find out all the different opportunities or health resources that are in our community that they might not otherwise have known about. My piece of advice for all students is to get involved some way or somehow in something that interests you. Truly, whatever you're passionate about is going to lead you down the path to success. If you are interested in it, you're going to want to invest more of your time, and it's going to keep you going and going. So that's my best piece of advice. If you go on to school or just stay local and get involved with different committees, clubs, get to know other people, because you never know whose path you might cross and what opportunity it might open. And to end with, if you have any questions or need anything at all, please feel free to reach out to me directly. I'm happy to answer any questions about nursing, healthcare, schooling, Wilson in general. Anything you need, just reach out to me. Thank you.